Oh.
Okay, good morning everyone and welcome to the disability meeting for June 2014. Let's quickly go around the room, introduce ourselves for the record.
Morning everyone, Rosemary DeBellis representing Commissioner Brett.
Director, Ruby Marin Jordan from NYPD.
John Dorsett for Controls Training.
Jackie Gold for Department of Finance.
Carolyn Wilford from Mayor de Blasio.
Gina Van Eysden, Law Department.
Joe Alejandro, PBA.
Chris McGrath, PBA.
Richie Deanna, PBA.
Mark Marino, PBA.
Emily Feinstone, PBA.
Gary DeRosa, SBA.
Bob Gamley, SBA.
Nick Safuni, Council, CEA, LBA, SBA.
Jericho, LBA.
Roy Richter, CEA.
Ken Sparks, CEA.
Karen Paxton, DEA.
Marty Williams, DEA.
North, Actuary.
Wendell Clyman, Chief Servant.
Bob Saskistat, Pension Fund.
Kevin Holleran, Pension Fund.
Therese Gallagher, Medical Division.
Nicole Jambrisi, Pension Fund. Desiree Davis, Pension Fund.
Barbara Baskin, Pension Fund.
Bill Dorney, Pension Fund.
Pension Fund.
Mary Young.
Carol Hasday, Office of the Actuary.
Diana Carr, Pension Fund. Lisa Garcia, Pension Fund.
Aisha Lena, Pension Fund.
Okay, with that, Joe.
Just before we begin, Kevin, I just want to, you notice there's someone new at the table for PBA. It's not Joe McConey, but it's Emily Feinstone, who's one of our legal interns. Going to come and see how the lawyers interact and work here today. Then tomorrow she's going to decide whether she still wants to be a lawyer. So thanks for welcoming her, and Emily, good luck today.
Thank you.
Okay, on to the calendar then. Page 1 to confirm the next meeting date, Wednesday, July 9, 2014.
Joe, we need to have a change of that date. The State Association meeting will be next month. We are going to attend, so we can try to get some kind of a date for next month, if that's possible.
Do you want to have everybody go over their calendars, and then maybe by near the end of the meeting, on the second calls, we could discuss, maybe changing the date? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
I guess that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And did you have a date in mind?
No.
Okay.
It said,
All right, so let's come back to that, because it's going to take a lot to coordinate
Right.
everybody's calendar.
thank you.
What we'll go to. It's that convention we do at this
Yeah.
year.
So you got no suggestions, but you just say you can't do it.
Thank you for summarizing that, Roy.
No, actually, we said we're not confirming next month's date.
Okay,
All right, we'll come back to that.
all right. Article 2, pages 2 through
4, nothing of a controversial nature, so moved.
So moved. Okay, thank you, Kenny. All right, page 5, resolution extending the group life insurance plan for the police pension fund through June 2015.
All right, this is the usual resolution to amend this, not to start reading all sorts of things that we do every year. The first $50,000 in line of duty and active duty debts, tax-free from the members' ASF account. So if there's no further discussion, have a motion,
Make a motion that we
make a motion,
continue.
thank you, second. Thank you, Gary, so moved, thank you.
Okay. So moved. All right, pages 6 through 7, resolution authorizing and requesting the control of the city of New York as custodian of the funds of the police pension fund, Article 2, to invest said funds for fiscal year July 1st, 2014 through June 30th, 2015.
This is also our annual resolution designating the controller as custodian of funds. Do we have any discussion on the matter? Oh, that was last year, Joe. Okay.
Now,
All right, hearing none.
make a motion that we accept the resolution and adopt it.
Second, SBA. So moved. No objections, thank you.
All right. Oh, someone's pushing it today, boy.
Come on,
All right, page 8, resolution for Checkbook NYC. Is Ari here? Is he going to present or what?
No, he is not with us today. He is no longer with the agency. So I bring this to you today on behalf of the Controller's Office.
I would hate to ask, but I'm going to have to hazard it. How often is this site visited?
Often.
By non-controller's office.
Yeah, I should have updated that quick.
Yeah, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. I do know it has been accessed by the public and is open to them at any point that they'd like to check out Checkbook NYC through the Control's Office website.
Is that for,
And it's for a 3-month period.
Okay, make a motion.
They get radio commercials now.
I heard, yeah. I make a motion, we accept the resolution and adopt it.
Second. Louis, thank you. LBA. No opposition, so moved. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
next, discussion, order to show cause, Richter v. Cardozo.
We're still awaiting a decision, I'd like to.
Still?
Discussion.
Yeah. Ingo, that's correct, right?
That is correct.
No one's showing cause.
So that's
As well as the following discussion. of
on medical division and safeguards, so we are tabling it until,
Yeah, so we get a decision from court.
Until the DEA figures out a date for next month.
okay. Discussion, tax determination letters for review and action.
I'd like to table that also.
Okay.
Okay. And I also have, since I have law department here, I just want to ask law department with regards to, and I see Mr. North is here, so I'm sure he'll be interested in this conversation. Mr. North has indicated that he is retiring. And, so my understanding is that there will be a process ultimately to appoint and hire a new actuary. So I'm interested in the process. I believe the actuary works for all pension boards, is my understanding. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So therefore, it would make sense that all pension boards are involved with the process of appointing the new actuary, interviewing, and ultimately appointing the new actuary. Wouldn't it make sense for that?
That is the process that was utilized last time. And
I believe for Mr. North, actually. How many years ago was that, Bob, if you dare to hazard?
24.
Wow. 24 years ago. So all 5 pension boards were involved in listening, and interviewing, and ultimately appointing the new actuary, correct?
I believe so. A determination was made that NYSERS, teachers, and BERS actually had to pass a resolution agreeing to the actuary's appointments, but fire and police did not. But the process that was utilized to hire an actuary did involve input from all of the 5 pension boards, I believe.
So now the question is, now is a matter of process. How has this process been set up yet, and do we have any representation in that process right now? Anybody know?
I'm not aware of what has happened yet.
I could just comment on behalf of the mayor's office that the mayor's office has been obviously, like everyone, been thinking about this, what's the best way to proceed. Interestingly, Bob Lynn, who's the labor commissioner, was around at the last go-round, so he's actually been focusing on it, and I think reaching out, if he hasn't reached out to you all already, to try to talk to all the stakeholders and try to figure out the best way to get together and do this in a collaborative way. And Joe, I think if you're making this point, I would have to say that we agree. You know, it's labor, city, other elected officials, all the systems really have to work together on this. And
Well, absolutely. I think the actuary, aside from Bob's thinking of my opinion about it, but I think the actuary is an important position. I think all the pension boards need to be represented and involved in choosing the next actuary, because I believe there was an interesting stat thrown at me. I think there's only been 3 actuaries over the last 70 years in New York City. Does that sound right, Bob?
I think I'm actually number 4.
Okay, all right. So it's not a position where there's a lot of movement in and out. So I think that this is important that the boards, all the boards, be involved in choosing the next actuary. And I'd like to at least begin the process of having our representation on the committee to choose the new actuary.
Is there a person that's coordinating it?
Yes.
An agency?
Anybody coordinating yet? Anybody?
I think, our office has spoken to Bob Lynn, and so I think that process is starting, but
Okay.
as Carolyn said, everybody understands the importance of all stakeholders being involved in the process, so I think it'll be formalized over the coming weeks.
So we'd
with
like to.
that clearly in mind.
Yeah, we'd like to at least be in the loop in the emails, and then we can decide, I guess, from this board, ultimately who may be on it to represent this board. I think that would make sense. So I appreciate that. Okay, so that's clarified. Okay, and let's then I make a motion, we go into executive session. Okay.
2 minutes to shut off the cameras.